Khan. Welcome to my Vogue Beauty Secrets video. I usually don't do videos like this on my YouTube channel, but there is a trend going around where people are remaking Vogue inspired videos, so I wanted to give my own take on it. I know growing up I didn't really have any brown makeup artists to look up to, so I never knew what would look good with my skin tone. So I hope this can give you some insight, and maybe, perhaps, I am also manifesting me being on Vogue one day. So let's get started. I have really sensitive skin. I've had acne since I was 15, and actually just recently, after like 6-7 years, I finally have clear skin and I'm off of my medication and drugs for the first time in like 7 years. So I am very careful about what I put on my skin every single morning, and I really don't put that much. My brother got me this steamer for my birthday, and I usually love the sauna at the gym, but it's been closed because of COVID. So I have my own sauna at home. All you have to do is fill this with water, and then you put it back in here. So it comes out like this. I just put my face on it for a few minutes, and I'm gonna look crazy after this, just watch. Usually you're not supposed to be holding it up like this, but I'm just showing you for the sake of the video. But please put it down on a counter when you're using it. So you're supposed to look all sweaty and dewy like this. I usually wash it off and then I start my next steps. I definitely don't do that step every single day, but it's a really nice way to get some of the dirt and disgustingness underneath my skin, especially since I don't go to the sauna or the spa every single day. Next, I use my Aveeno lotion. It has SPF 30 in it, and this is dermatologist recommended because it is non-comedogenic. It doesn't clog your pores as much. After that, this is from my esthetician. It is really good sunscreen. I'm not sure why, but this doesn't really match my skin tone, even though it's supposed to be translucent. So just ignore how white my skin looks for a brief second. As you can see, it doesn't really blend my skin. Put it down the neck so you don't get wrinkles. I have dark spots from my acne, so I try my best to put on sunscreen and protect my skin so it doesn't get any darker. Next, I put on this Derm HQ Plus. I usually put this on at night, but this is also really nice to put on during the day. It just gives a little brightness to your skin. So like I said, I don't really like putting on too much skincare stuff in the morning just because my skin is really sensitive and I have PTSD from using things and making myself break out. I honestly wasn't gonna film this video today because my eyebrows aren't done, my nails aren't done, my hair has to be changed. So I wasn't feeling myself, but I was like, you know what? Why not? Because I needed this when I was growing up. My routine is very minimal. I usually don't even put foundation on anymore. I put concealer, but today I wanted to give a nice full makeup routine. So the first thing I use is Bare Minerals. I'm in the shade Walnut. I've been using this since high school, and it is the only foundation that didn't make me break out. I've used L'Oreal and MAC, and those made me break out a lot. I think it's because I have oily skin, so it just counteracted. This is the perfect formula for me, and I usually don't put on too much. I also don't really put on concealer. I know a lot of people put concealer first and then foundation, and then they put another lighter concealer on top. I don't really do that because I don't really mind my dark circles. I have some discoloration right here, and it's right here, so I focus my foundation here. If you guys know any tips on how to lighten dark scars, let me know. I have also tried the lemon masks, and I know those aren't really that good for your skin because lemon is acidic and it causes your skin to bleach and be more sensitive to the sun. So I stopped doing that years ago. Now that the foundation is done, I take my Tarte Creaseless concealer, and this is in the shade Tan Sand. It's a little bit lighter than my skin tone. I really mostly just put it on to brighten this area. So today I wanted to do a Wolfie Cindy type of look. I love her, and I feel like me and her have a very similar eye shape, and I love the accentuated eyeliner on the what is it called, like the tip of your eye. I don't know. Now that the concealer is done, I take my translucent powder, Laura Mercier, flip it upside down, use the product right here. I take this sponge from CVS and I just blend it out. I don't bake at all because I feel like that gives a weird flashback and it dries really quickly on your skin. So I just blend it in right away. And also I have really oily skin, like I said, so I like the matte look. If I do have any highlight on my skin, it's my natural oil coming through. I usually don't really put extra highlight to give that glow. That's why I was so against gloss for so many years, because I felt like gloss would bring more attention to my oiliness, so I just never did it. I completely forgot to put on Vaseline. This is my holy grail. I don't know how anyone uses like Blistex, EOS, or any other chapstick, because Vaseline is elite. It's the only one that doesn't make your lips so chapped. So I literally put on so much. I also, since I just got off of Accutane, my lips have been really dry, so I put on Vaseline like every few hours, so my lips are usually moisturized. So the next step I put on is eyeliner. I don't really do too much of an accentuated wing just because I like the natural eye lift type of look. I'm gonna do it on this little mirror. So I start at the edge of my eye and follow my eye line. Go halfway like that. I feel like that gives it more of a natural look and it blends in with the lash line. I wanted to do a natural eye look, but clearly that didn't work because I don't know how to use eyeliner properly, clearly. The eyeliner was e.l.f. It's like $1 or $3 from CVS and it's so good. So I have pretty nice eyelashes. I was considering to get a lash lift because my length is pretty good. I just feel like it would look so much better if it was like lifted or darkened a little bit, but I don't know, I don't think I'm gonna get that. So I just use L'Oreal Telescopic and I start from the root. And I know my eyebrows look really bad and I should get them done, but I'm waiting for Eid to do them, so please ignore. And I focus a lot more on the outer edge to give that cat look. I just realized that there was unblended sunscreen. That's the con of having white ass sunscreen. Mascara is done. I actually forgot to add a bronzer on my eyelids. Sometimes I do that to give that bronzy sunshine, what is it called, bronzy look. I take this really old Milani brush, it looks like that. I just sweep it across my eyelid, extend it out like that, make sure it's blended out. I usually do something that's similar to my skin tone so it doesn't look too unnatural. Okay. I've been really obsessed with blush lately for the past year. I talked about this before, but I used to hate blush. I felt like it would make my brown skin look more red and I didn't like that. So I just used a ColourPop blush. It's kind of breaking so I can't show it. This is in the shade Super Shock. I just pat a lot of it and I put it all over my nose and my cheeks. I have very high cheekbones and they're very circular, so I like accentuating that a little bit. I like giving myself that little cartoon look. Since I am an artist, I feel like this is very artist of me, so this is my favorite part. I can add more if I want to, but I will stop here. I'm gonna go back with my bronzer and just use the same brush that I use for my eyeshadow and put a little bit here. This just gives a little bit more dimension around the nose, and instead of carving it out and contouring, I just kind of do that. And it's very random, I don't really focus too much on it. Okay, that's done. Like I said, I don't really do too much of makeup on the daily, but today I just wanted to carve my face out a little bit with some bronzer to give myself that little sun-kissed look, even though I am not going anywhere at all. I remember I had a look before where I didn't blend out my bronzer at all and it looked so bad. So make sure you blend it out because especially in the sun you can see the orange and the brown and the shimmeriness like not blended out. So next I'm just gonna accentuate my eye right here. I love doing this because it makes my eye look more cat eye. So I just used a black kajal pencil. It doesn't even have a label, so you can just get it at CVS or a drugstore. I like the ones that are pencil and not eyeliner because you can smudge it out a little bit more, and eyeliner is a little bit harder to put on your corner of your eye. So go with this. And also eyeliner could go into your eyeball and that is not a good story. Usually after this, I would just use a highlighter for my nose, sometimes for my inner corner and my eyebrows. I'm just gonna take a ColourPop, it's called the Super Shock Shadow. super hardcore. Just use my finger, put it right here. I don't really put highlighter here because I'm already kind of oily and I don't really like that look. And I put some here on the high points of my face. And now one of the last steps is putting on my lip stuff. Here I also keep it very natural. I only really put on lip liner instead of putting on a full lipstick. I'm going to be using this lip liner. I don't have a sharpener, so I'm going to be using this Bluntness. And I'm not sure what company it is, but I'm sure you can find any from the drugstore. I just line my lips. I try my best to with this. And then I fill in the outer corners. And I just mark the lines that I already have. I don't really overline like that because I have a pretty good amount of lips. And then I take a ColourPop lip liner that I have. It's called Dopey. And I just fill it in. So it gives that 3D look with the two colors. I love using my artist techniques and putting it into makeup. And since I have Vaseline under, it kind of gives like that glossy look anyway. The final look. It is very natural, glowy, but also a little bit elevated with the eye look. I hope you like it. I feel like this is very me, and if you go out in the summertime, this isn't too much on your skin. Let me know if you use any of these tips. I hope that I was able to help you, especially if you're brown, to know what kind of makeup to wear. I might be wearing something like this for Eid. Definitely check out the products that I use because it's not as harmful for your skin and it is very light. If you have any skincare questions or any makeup questions, let me know. I would love to make more videos like this. I hope to see you soon. Thank you so much for watching. I love you.